Oh yes, indeed, it is time for another Mark's Comic Haul. Y'all, I really should not be making this video because I've got way too much I've got to be doing that I'm working on, because I got this weekend, Dallas Comic Show. Dallas Comic Show is back, and I know I've been showing this off, shamelessly plugging it in my videos, but yeah, Dallas Comic Show. We've got a show this weekend. It's a one-day event. James O'Barr, creator of The Crow, Sean McKeever's worked on all sorts of cool stuff. Brent Peoples, Mark Resnicek, drummer of the Toadies, who also wrote Buzzkill. A lot of really cool folks. And then Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat making a rare appearance. Deborah Foreman from Valley Girl making a rare appearance. The voice of Gorilla Grodd on The Flash. So if you're in the Dallas area and you can make it out to this, please, please, please check it out. DallasComicShow.com. I would appreciate it if you guys could swing by and spread the word. It would mean a lot to me. I need this thing to be successful. Anyway, if you guys are new to this channel, my name is Mark Walters. I do this thing called Mark's Comic Haul. Y'all, I usually show off mostly new books, but occasionally I do get some older cool stuff. And I do tend to get a lot of variant covers and kind of some unique, fun things. So this is my new this week haul for the day. What is today? Well, I'm recording this on Wednesday, late Wednesday night, so I guess technically it's still the 23rd, but you'll probably see this on the 24th. Anyway, I'm going to go through my new this week stuff real quick. We'll start with DC, and then we'll go to Marvel, and then we'll finish with Independent. And I got a couple of really cool things this week. So my store is out of bags and boards. There is a Mylar shortage, so I don't know when I'm going to get more bags and boards. It's really kind of distressing me, but there's not much I can do about it now. This is Action Comics 1032. I just thought this was a gorgeous cover. Very nice, kind of classic throwback, classic Superman. Really like that cover a lot. So, had to get that. Batman Reptilian #1. This is the cover B by Cully Hamner, my buddy Cully Hamner. And yeah, it's pretty cool cover there. A lot of cool stuff going on. All these Batman villains in the background. This is Harley Quinn #4, and this is the Pride Month variant with Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. I just thought this was a gorgeous cover, so grabbed a couple of those. Justice League #63. I mainly bought this because of the cover. I just thought it was a cool cover, and it turns out it is kind of a minor key, because it's a little bit of a spoiler to tell you this, but on the final page of the issue, Naomi officially joins the Justice League. Like, it is a spoiler to tell you this, but like literally, like the last page, I think the last panel, it's "Welcome to the Justice League, Naomi." So like she's officially joined the Justice League. Now she's been kind of bouncing around a lot of these DC books like Justice League and Action Comics and stuff like that. But I guess you could call this a minor key, especially, you know, because that Naomi series is on the way. They're already filming it. So that might be a good one to pick up. Wonder Woman 774, just a beautiful cover. Joshua Middleton, I assume, I think. It must be. But yeah, very pretty. This is kind of an interesting book that came out this week. This is Wonder Woman Black and Gold. It's like a, let me see if I can show you. It's a anthology, kind of a collection of stories. I love this kind of classic cover by, who is that? Joshua Middleton? Yeah, that's Joshua Middleton. Anyway, it's got stories by like different creators. If you look right there, you can see the credits, several different people, prominent people. Anyway, that's, I guess that would be considered cover A. Or no, I'm sorry, that's like cover B or cover C. This is cover A. This is Jen Bartel. A nice cover. There was a Yannick Paquette cover, and I like Yannick Paquette's work, but I gotta be honest, I wasn't really crazy about his cover. It just didn't really wow me. But this, I was very happy to get. This was a 1 in 25 variant cover by the wonderful, legendary, classic Ramona Fradon. Excuse me. And they did a really good job of making this cover kind of match the color tones and everything of the other covers. You know, it looks like it really belongs in the same family. Ramona Fradon in her 90s and still getting it done. I mean, just a great classic cover. Now, something else that's kind of funny about this that you're going to see, this is a 1 in 25 variant for a book that cost, ready for this? $5.99. This is a $5.99 book. And this is a 1 in 25 variant, which means you had to order 25 copies at $5.99 a piece to get one of these. That cost me 20 bucks, that variant. There's a silk variant coming up that was also 1 in 25 for a book that is half that cover price. And wait till I tell you what that cost me. Let's just say not as cheap. Gamma Flight #1. This is kind of a cool book. I had a chance to flip through it earlier today. It's written by Al Ewing, kind of spin off from the Immortal Hulk. And yeah, it looks interesting. So grab that. Looks like, from what I could see, the retailers ordered pretty heavy on it, so I don't know if it's going to end up being a rare book or not. But now this book, I went to 2 different comic shops, and both shops sold out of this. And I think it's definitely because of the cover. This is a Patrick Gleason cover, and this is Heroes Reborn Heroes Return #1. This is the Stormbreakers variant by Patrick Gleason, with Power Princess there basically kicking the crap out of Captain America. And what a cover. I mean, just a classic looking, almost looks like a Conan cover or something. So I pre-ordered a copy of that, and then I went to a different shop and I got a second one. But both shops, from what I could tell, sold out of it. The second shop I went to had 2 on the shelf. I grabbed one, and right after I grabbed one, somebody saw me grab it, and then they grabbed the other one. So they basically sold out while I was watching it. This is Marvel Voices Pride #1. I only picked up one cover because this was such an expensive book. It's a $10 book, but I'm sure you guys have heard about what they're doing with Captain America. They're introducing several different Captain Americas that are going to kind of like take on the mantle of the Shield. This one got a lot of controversy. A lot of people did not like this, but you know, you never know when this stuff's going to take off, or if it's going to become, you know, iconic or classic or whatever. So this is this character's first appearance, although I don't believe he's actually in the book. So basically he's making a first appearance on the cover before he makes his first appearance in the book. And so I grabbed one of those for that reason. Which, you know, if you guys have seen me show off Avengers #35, which had Sam Wilson as Captain America on the cover, even though he's not actually in the book, it's technically his first appearance. You never know, that could end up being something there. So this is from last week, Miles Morales Spider-Man #27. This was the Besh variant. My store, I guess they got shorted on them last week, so they had this come in this week, so I picked it up. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I was really gritting my teeth on this one. So I really wanted this, and I actually was the first one in the door this morning at the shop because I wanted to make sure I got it. But man, oh man, did I not want to pay what they were asking for it. Let's just put it this way. They were charging 3 times for this what they were charging for that Wonder Woman variant. And that Wonder Woman variant is on a book that's twice the price of this book. So this is Silk #4, the Jenny Frison 1 in 25 variant. And you know what? I gotta be honest, it's not that great. I mean, it's kind of cool, but I've seen much better Jenny Frison covers. I mean, you know, listen, everything Jenny does is great. I love all of her artwork, and, you know, even a weak Jenny Frison cover is still good. But I don't know why people were going so crazy for this one. Maybe just because Silk is an underordered book. I don't know. But I was really gritting my teeth when I purchased that because it was just way more expensive than I wanted to pay. Thankfully, I get a pretty good discount with my shop, so that took a little bit of the pain off. Picked up another copy of this. I've been grabbing this book every time I see it, especially now that Loki is kind of, you know, on everybody's conscience. And that is Thor #4, the fourth printing with Loki holding Mjolnir. And the big hook with this book is the white cover background, which very easy to get dirty. But what a great cover. I mean, just, you know, I can see this becoming a very hot book. So I've now got like 3 copies of that book, I think. But I was happy to get that one. Oh, and then they also got, from, what was it, 2 weeks ago, because they sold out, they found another copy of Web of Spider-Man #1. So I was able to get a copy of that. I think I got a couple copies already, but one of my copies was a little damaged. It was the cover B, unfortunately, so I need to see if I can track down a cover B that is not damaged. And then this week, Web of Spider-Man #2 came out. This is cover A. This is cover B. Far superior cover B. Wolverine had several variants. Phil Jimenez had done a bunch of variant covers for several of the Marvel books that came out this week, like Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel Pride #1. But this one I grabbed because it's got Daken on it, and I really hate to quote economics and comics, but he had mentioned on one of his shows that, you know, Daken hasn't really been around for a while, so kind of cool to see him back on the cover and on a Wolverine comic. And I do like Phil Jimenez, so went ahead and grabbed that one. I didn't grab the other Phil Jimenez covers just because after picking up that Silk #4 variant, I was like, I gotta cut back on what I'm spending my money on here. This is Wolverine #13. Now, this is another book that sold out. I went to 2 different stores. The only reason I was able to get it was because I pre-ordered it. And so they pulled it for me and had it waiting for me in my box. But if I had not pre-ordered it, I would not have got it. And that is the connecting variant, which I can't remember who did this. I want to say Philip Tan, but that may be wrong. But yeah, you got X-23 there on the cover. Pretty nice cover. I really like that cover. I actually kind of wish I had pre-ordered 2 of them now. Speaking of another book I wish I had pre-ordered more of, I pre-ordered 2. I could have pre-ordered 3, but I just held back at 2. Bitter Root #14. This is the, what are they calling this? Is it a Pride Month variant? I can't remember what their official title for this is, but anyway, this book's already going for like 15-20 bucks. Before it even hit the shelf, it was pre-selling on eBay for like 15-20 bucks. So I was lucky enough, I got 2. I've gotten pretty lucky on the last couple issues of Bitter Root. Like I got the Beat Street variant, which also was kind of blowing up really quick. So yeah, I'm not going to say the title to this. I'm sure you can piece it together. This is another book from Behemoth Press, which I frustratingly found out is local, but I can't get the guy that runs it to contact me because I would really love to have him at a show. Maybe I can work it out for my August show. Anyway, this is cover A. There's several different covers to this book. I just grabbed this one. The one that everybody seems to want is the Garbage Pail Kids variant, which I did not see at either store I went to this week. I finally pulled the trigger and bought a copy of Red Room by Ed Piskor. Just sick and twisted weirdo stuff. But I hadn't bought a copy of it yet, so I thought, well, I'll see what everybody's talking about. This was a hot book this week. This is Something is Killing the Children, number 17, and this is the glow-in-the-dark cover B. If you look closely, I don't know if you can see, but she's got like glow-in-the-dark paint on her. But I think that's the only glow-in-the-dark element on the cover. Pretty sure. maybe, oh no, I'm sorry, the teeth are glow in the dark as well. But yeah, grabbed a couple copies of those, and then so one store I go to had this marked at 50. The other store I go to said, yeah, I can pull it for you. I'm asking $24.99 on it. And I thought, I can live with $24.99. And this is the 1 in 25 variant for Something is Killing the Children, number 17. And it's a nice cover. Is it Yoon? I'm not sure if it's Yoon that did that, but yeah. There you go. So those were my two, the silk and that were my two big kind of like, I'm going to just grit my teeth and buy these purchases of the week. But man, this did not help. And I got to kind of rant about this. So I'm a big Spawn fan. And one of the things I love about Spawn is that Spawn is one of the few books that is still charging $2.99 every time it comes out, which makes it kind of mindless when there's like 3 or 4 different variants. I'm like, well, heck, it's $2.99. I'll just buy them all. Spawn Universe came out this week. This is a $5.99 book, which when you do like 6 or 7 different variant covers really starts to sting a bit. So I just got cover A, J. Scott Campbell, She-Spawn. I got a couple of those, and like I said, they had a Mylar shortage, so some of these are not in bags. All the ones that are in bags that I just showed you, those are basically, I was pulling books out of other bags to make bags for them. This is cover B with Gunslinger Spawn. I thought this was pretty cool. J. Scott Campbell's interpretation of it. But then there's a cover C with Medieval Spawn that J. Scott Campbell did. And again, like, I love J. Scott Campbell. I love his work. He's actually a friend. I call him a friend. We've known each other for a long time. I didn't like the Medieval Spawn. It kind of felt like he rushed it. Like, there really wasn't a lot of detail in it. It certainly was not as good as those other two. And then this is like, I guess this is called cover E. And this is Todd McFarlane. How can you not pick up the Todd McFarlane cover of a Spawn book? So, grabbed a couple of those. So, yeah, I only got 6 total. I got 2 of each of the ones I just showed you. I didn't get the other ones. And the ratio variant that they had, which I think was 1 in 50, yeah, they wanted way too much money for that. I think it was like $100 or $90 or something. Stray Dogs Part 5, the Friday the 13th homage variant. This also sold out in 2 different stores that I went to this week. Pretty nice. They are really killing it on these movie variants. And then I went ahead and kind of splurged and picked up 3 copies of Stray Dogs number 1, the 3rd printing, which is made to look like the movie poster for Scream. I thought that was kind of clever. So I went ahead and grabbed 3 copies of that. From what I'm hearing, that was not as heavily ordered as it probably should have been. Vengeance of Vampirella, number 19. The Ben Oliver cover. Very nice. Wow, I mean, just unbelievable, that face. And then, last but not least for the new this week stuff, but I do have a really cool book to show you at the end. This is vinyl, and this is cover B. Cover A is exactly the same, except he doesn't have the teddy bear mask on. And this is from Doug Wagner, who did Plastic. So if it looks kind of like plastic, that's why. But I pick up pretty much anything Doug does. I like his stuff. Okay, so I went into the store. Excuse me. I went into 2 different stores today, and I had one goal in mind. There was one specific book that I wanted to get. I don't know if you guys ever do this, where like you go shopping and you're just like, there's just one book that I really, really want, and if I can just get that one book, I'll be happy. and I scored today. I was very happy that I was able to do this. I never in a million years thought I would be able to do this, but yeah. So I'm going to show it to you, and I'm curious if any of you guys know what this is. This is Injustice, Gods Among Us, Year 3, Number 7. Anybody know what this is? I'll give you a hint. This book, good Lord, look at this weird glare. Why am I getting that? There must be some haze on the lens or something. Or maybe it's just because it's Superman. Anyway, this book is getting a lot of attention because of some big news that dropped this week in the form of paparazzi photos. You guys probably saw the paparazzi photos from the Flash movie, in which, oh God, what's the name of the girl? I can't think of the name of the girl. The girl that's playing Supergirl in the Flash movie. Very adorable, awesome girl. Like, if you ever see the video of her getting the job, it's really cute. Anyway, so the reason I picked this book up, and I'm shocked that this book is in as good a condition as it is. It's actually pretty perfect. But I'm going to show you. Just give me a minute, because I got to flip to the right page. So, in this book, Superman and Lois have a kid. And that kid's name, which was on the page I just showed you, but I'm going to save it until we get to... Look familiar? A lot of people are saying that the girl that is in the paparazzi photos for the Flash, that Supergirl is none other than Laura Lane Kent, who makes her first appearance in this issue. And I got this book for, this is the picture that had been circulating all over the internet to show that. Same costume, same haircut, same look. Everything about her looks like the girl in the paparazzi photos, whose name I cannot remember, and it's driving me crazy. Anyway, I got this book for $3.50. Not $350, $3.50. And one of the reasons I'm so excited about it is because you gotta think, a book like Injustice, Year 3, Number 7, there just can't be a lot of these floating around out there. I actually looked on eBay just to see if anybody had listed one. I even looked up past auctions. There's none. Like, I don't think people have figured this out yet. Or maybe they have and they just can't find it. But yeah, this was my score of the week right here. So, if you can track it down, Injustice, number 7, Gods Among Us, Year 3, number 7, I got a feeling that's going to be a hot book to get. So, you can tell them Mark Walters told you so. Anyway, that's all I got. Back to the grind. I got to get ready for this weekend. It's going to be here before you know it. So again, if you guys can make it anywhere in the Dallas area, please stop by Dallas Comic Show on Saturday. It's a one-day show, our Saturday special. Yeah, DallasComicShow.com for more information. James O'Barr, not going to be doing a lot of conventions this year, so this will be one of the rare chances to see the creator of The Crow. And then, of course, Carrie Hiroyuki Tagawa, Deborah Foreman, lots of cool people coming. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. I think it's going to be fun. You can find out more about me there at DallasComicShow.com or BigFanboy.com, and also check out my movie review podcast with my buddy Devin Pike called The Big Film Show at BigFilmShow.com. Shout outs to Mr. Rigor Mortis 86, Comic Cryptic Castle Hills. Fred Hall Direct Edition made the most amazing video about cooking ribs. Oh my God. And I already am mouth-watering when I see him saying, you know, stop and refuel, but this video is just killing me. So yeah, lots of good stuff out there. Spidey fan, everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope to see you guys at Dallas Comic Show. Take care.